Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitches. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Philadelphia Phillies.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Aaron Nola will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Aaron Nola coming on, the pride and joy of Louisiana State University. Kind of a four-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, curveball, and change. None of his pitches rate really on a scale of 10. None of them are 8s or 9s, but he's solid and he throws strikes. You'll know early if he's on, he'll induce a lot of ground balls.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it, offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
Leading off for the Nationals.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
0-1 the count. One out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. Galvis towards second. He's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder, 34, Bryce Harper.
Here comes the first pitch. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike. Breaking ball in for a strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nationals gone in order. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard. Time for a look at the curly W on D. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
So digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a neck-high fastball that time. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
3-0 to him now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. 1 out.
Batting second, center fielder, Odubel.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he hits at a .364 clip. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Curveball grounded towards second. Murphy has it on to first, and Strasburg's in control here. 2 away.
Batting third, right
Coming to the plate now, David Peralta. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low apparently. And that one just missed outside.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Eaton will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. Into the box now, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Ryan Zimmerman.
First offering on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
Williams has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Second baseman, Daniel.
Digging in, Daniel Murphy. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth,
Coming to the plate now, Michael Brantley. Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Williams set to lead off the home half of the second. From the stretch, looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground toward the left. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Mike Hurd.
Stepping into the box, Maikel Franco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. Standing in, Freddie Galvis. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, 2 hits in 7 tries. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Garno, the runner at first with 2 gone. Missed with a breaking ball. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Aaron Nola is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Ball 2.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him. Phillies leave a couple. We'll move to the third with no score. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and starting out the inning, the exciting speedster Trey Turner. Third inning underway now. It's a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push to throttle and pull it is being used.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out. 1 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box now, P.J. Gallo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Gallo is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. P.J. Gallo is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3. Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
Cesar Hernandez.
Here comes the first pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Up next for Philadelphia, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Now to the plate, Odubel Herrera. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Three and 0 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Smoke toward the hole. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now at the plate, David Peralta. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch. In now, Eduardo Nunez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And that misses. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Got him to go down swinging there. Adam Eaton sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. And now Bryce Harper. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Popped him up. Franco on the move. And that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Harper is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Base hit in his first trip. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Nunez scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Phillies down.
Leading off for the Nationals.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim, he was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Peralta's under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Down and away, it's a ball and two strikes. This one is launched. Look at this. Into the second deck and gone. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Michael Brantley will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Skied into very shallow right. Peralta coasts under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. One run, just one hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. Leading off the inning, Michael Franco, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Michael Franco.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Tough slider down low for a strike. Franco, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. At the plate, Freddie Galvis. He singled his last time. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike one. The 0-1 pitch is taken. That's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Swing and a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Standing in now, Aaron Nola. He swings and lines it to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. So stepping in, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery on the ground to the right side. Gloved by Murphy. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Both teams battling the. Stepping into the box, P.J. Gallo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
P.J. Gallo.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Peralta will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Eduardo Nunez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now the 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. And there's one down now. Ready for another shot now. David Peralta. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed up a little high. 1 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Murphy showing off his range. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Popped him up. Zimmerman has a play, and that's the 3rd out. So no runs. In now is Adam Eaton. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. Peralta is there to put it away for out number 1. And now Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. And gone up into the second deck. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And that's taken for strike 1. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. But the Nationals do get a run on the Bryce Harper home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's 2-0 Washington. Up next will be Nick Williams, trying to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And the Phillies have cut the lead in half. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, everyone knows that it's hard to keep that sharp curveball late in the game, and you could see that he just hung that one up there, and he paid the price. The good news is he worked late into the start. The bad news is fatigue might be finally showing.
Up next for Philadelphia, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. Yes, he popped. The first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 1 for 2 in this one. This is line to left. Brantley is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
1 out, nobody on. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Eaton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie.
Standing in, Freddie Galvis. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Matt Albert takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Matt Albert.
And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as Jason Worth begins to stretch in the on-deck circle. First pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1. Previously against Matt Alberts, just a 1 for 9. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Kevin Segrist has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
54, Kevin Segrist.
Here's Michael Brantley.
Leading off for the Nationals.
First delivery to him on the way.
Michael.
No balls and 1 strike. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Hit to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Stepping in now, P.J. Gallo, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Hoskins waits on it. And he brings it in on the warning track. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Phillies 1. And here comes Dusty out toward home plate as it looks like we're going to see a double switch here. Sean Kelly will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Matt Wieters is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. That gets down and he's got himself a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
At the plate, Odubel Herrera. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. in there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, Gabriel, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the bunt attempt hits him here. But they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike. His past history with Sean Kelly, he's 4 for 14. He also has 1 home run. There's one on to first, and they get them both. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive. With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Murphy is there to make the catch, and a great job of settling in now. Matt Leaders will start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
To 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Eduardo Nunez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Adam Eaton is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. There's a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. 1-2 now to Adam Eaton. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Peralta on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They lead it 2-1. Sean Doolittle comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 62, Sean Doolittle.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Nick Williams. He'll start it out against the closer, Sean Doolittle, who will try to shut the door. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a ball 1-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. set. Here comes the 1-1. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
And that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fastball hit on the ground is short.
Turner fields it cleanly.
On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
Third baseman, number 7.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Doolittle pauses. Here's the first pitch. 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The win would be Steven Strasburg's here, barring any late turn of events. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Turner has it. Throw on to first is going to be in time. And the Nationals have taken home field advantage right from the start. They claim game 1 on the road as this one is over. This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, guys, the Nationals were given an excellent start here by the gentleman you see. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the NLDS between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Philadelphia Phillies.
Stepping in, Michael Brantley. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. The pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that is through into right field for a single. In now is Adam Eaton. Head-to-head pass with Dallas Keuchel. He's a .333 hitter. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Keuchel has pitched north of 1,200 innings in the majors and logged in with an ERA taken high and deep to right. Peralta going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. And now Bryce Harper. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and no strikes. Brantley, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Chopped weakly to the right. Hoskins has it, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Digging in now, Ryan Zimmerman. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Rendon tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. And he fouls this one off. Bases are loaded here, one man out. This one's down to third. There is Franco. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on MLB Network. A moment now to check out the hometown Phils starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Biro?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this done.
Tanner Roark will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Line to the right side. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
First two batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first two ABs, this could be a laser show.
In now, David Peralta grounded up the first baseline. And they're runners at the corners now. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. Harper's got it. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. High and deep to left center field. Looking up is Eaton. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. His first homer so far in the series. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was already off a bit, giving up a run in the first, and then they tag him for a 2-run job here, and he's officially struggling. When a start goes sideways this early, it's hard to get back on track sometimes. We'll see if he can.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 3 runs already home here. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Batting 5th, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. His career line against Roark up until this point. He has 7 hits in 25 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Brantley. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding into the box, Maikel Franco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Here it comes on 0-2. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Eaton is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Phillies on top 4-0. Here's Daniel Murphy now, and they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one if we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
No balls and a strike to count. Fouled away. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And here now is Wilmer Defoe, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's just an excellent job by the batter right there. 3 pitches on the outer half of the zone. Didn't try and do too much. Kept the front hip in. Kept the front shoulder in. Played with the opposite side of the field. Quality AB.
Standing in now, T.J. Gallo.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
Hernandez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting 9th, pitcher.
Striding in now for the Nats, Tanner Roark. He's set, and the pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nationals leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Leading off for the Phillies, the shortstop, Ready, Alvin.
Now the pitch. Line to the right side. Harper is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box, Dallas Keuchel. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. This is pulled into right. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute squeeze. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. 1 there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Michael Brantley, and they'll need him to get something going here. The pitch.
Michael Brantley.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Popped him up. Hoskins moving to his left. He's got it one away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
In now is Adam Eaton. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Now in the box, Bryce Harper. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. In the air to straightaway right. Peralta is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail here 4-0. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Herrera, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He was a supplemental round selection during the 2014 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And that's out number one.
Up next for Philadelphia, right fielder, David Peralta.
Ready for another chance? David Peralta hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Harper is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Rhys Hoskins. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Here's the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. This is line to left. Brantley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Phillies down in order, but they're in front 4-0. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Ryan Zimmerman.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman, Anthony.
In now is Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Hit toward the right side, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Franco is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. Nationals gone in order. They're down 4-0. Now at the plate, Nick Williams. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Line towards center field. Eaton is there, and he has it for the 1st out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the 1st strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
4 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Hit down the 3rd baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Maikel Franco, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the 1st strike. From the belt, the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Darno is off at first with 2 away. And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Nettie. That's 10 hits in this game between the 2 teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there, base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, Giro, talk about adding insult to injury right there. And the pitcher gets a 2 RBI base hit. Yeah, and if he throws a gem, Dan, without question, he's getting his name in the box. He's all over the box score in this one. Ribbies, innings pitched, strikeouts, all of the above.
Strike one to start the at-bat. 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Pulled toward right center field after it is eaten. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for Washington.
And now pitch on the way. Here's a pop-up now behind the plate, but room for Darno. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting,
so coming to the plate, TJ Gallo. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, 0-1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
1 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Rob Royer gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to. Sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Digging in once again, David Peralta. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Right side, hit hard. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Now a pickoff play at second, but the runner's back easily. Pereira at second. Peralta on at first with nobody out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he's back standing. The 2-1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. And now this is going to turn into a triple play, and that will end the inning. Wow! Here's Michael Brantley. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pereira patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
1 away now. Here's Adam Eaton. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Hernandez takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Bryce Harper.
So striding in, Bryce Harper. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Franco in foul ground, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Up next will be Nick Williams.
Leading off for the Phillies, left fielder, Nick Williams.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now starting to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Line towards center field. Eaton is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. High in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman, number 7.
Stepping up now, Maikel Franco. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Freddie.
So striding forward now, Freddie Galvis. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Didn't get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. You just have to say, so what, and make another good pitch.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Franco leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2. A little roller toward the hole. Scooped up. And he is in there. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. Digging in and looking for more, Dallas Keuchel. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
1 ball.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he didn't pull the trigger on a good low sinker, but it missed for ball 3.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Popped him up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. The 1-2. Hit high and deep to left field. Ranging back is Williams. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready once again, Anthony Rendon. No hits to this point. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Skied into straightaway right. Peralta's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Daniel Murphy now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Check swing grounder to the right side. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Soft liner to the left side. But an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Cesar Hernandez. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Try to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Line toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box now, David Peralta. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. In the dirt. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And try as he might, but he can't escape the tag. And here now is Wilmer Defoe. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a pop-up now. Behind the plate, but room for Darno. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, P.J. Gallo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Victor Robles will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Skied into straightaway right. Peralta's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Ryan Madson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Madson is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate. And the count holds at 2-2. High in the air out to center field after it is eaten. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Up next to be Nick Williams. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Third baseman, number 7. Maikel
Riding in
Franco.
once again, Maikel Franco. Career numbers with Madson. He's got 5 base hits in 25 tries. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is right there as he tucks this one away to retire the side. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. It's now 7-0. Here's Michael Brantley. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a ninth-inning rally. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
In now is Adam Eaton. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to third. This could be 2. The second for 1. Back to first. The ninth-inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Hard around first is Harper racing for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Behind 0-2 now. Last strike now for the Nats. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Hoskins is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Phillies have evened up this series at 1 game apiece. Dallas Keuchel is credited with the win. Tanner Roark permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 7 runs on 14 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Dallas Keuchel. Loss goes to Tanner Rowan. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Tonight's paid attendance at Citizens Bank Park, 43,500. The Phillies thank you for attending and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.